Hello, grade 6. I'm just here with your weekly homework, so I thought I would show you what we have for your weekly homework this week, but I thought we'd start out with something new, which I thought would be a good idea, is to actually go over the math question and we can work our way through the answer. So let's read the question and I will just do it as we should do. So Connor paints this box as a present for his teacher, Mr. Steltman. What a great guy. He does not paint the bottom of the box. What is the total area that he paints? So I'm starting to think about, well, what does he paint? Show your work. So underneath here, I'm going to say, well, I know that he paints this edge and this edge. So the area of those two is 4 times 3, length times width gives me the area of a rectangle. So 4 times 3, 4 times 3 equals 12. And there's 2 of those, so times 2 equals 24 centimeters squared. All right, so I've got those two done. Now, let's do the other two sides that we need. Well, I think the sides would be this one, the 9. I know it's 9, and I want to go the height, so it's 9 times 4, so 9 times, I don't know why that small, 9 times 4 equals 36, and there's 2 of them, times 2 equals 72 centimeters squared. So there I've got those two, but now I don't paint the bottom of the box, but I still have one more thing that I have to measure, and that is the top of the box. So the top of the box is 3 centimeters wide and 9 centimeters long. So 9 times 3 equals 27, and I don't times it by 2 because that's all there is, and so I've got 27 centimeters squared. Now, my last step is just to add them up. So 24 plus 72 plus 27, I will add them up. 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 7 is 3. So 13, 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 7 is 10, is 123 centimeters squared, because we're talking about area. And because we were doing a question, we answer it in a sentence form, the total area that Connor paints is 123 centimeters squared. Beautiful. Great job. I hope you got that, and if not, I hope you see why that made sense. That is that question. Let's go on to this week's homework. So in this week's homework, we've got a holiday traditions blog post, so let's head over there first. And it says, celebrate family, friends, traditions. We live in an amazing country, and in our country we celebrate the holidays differently. There are many different religions, traditions, and celebrations. For your blog post this week, your job is to describe your favorite holiday tradition that you celebrate with your family. This can be related to your religion, the winter holidays, or anything else that your family celebrates this time of year. I think this time of year is a great one for thinking about our families and what great things we do with them. These are the traditions that will live on in your memories as you become older. And for some of us, it'll be the traditions that you carry on then with your kids one day. So take some time to think about what you really enjoy doing with your family over the holidays and describe it for us in the comments below. Thanks. So that's the blog post. Second part is a problem of the week, and it's all about the area of a rectangle. So the area of a rectangle is equal to the product of length times its width. We know that a rectangle area is length times width. So in the first two columns here, we see if the length is 1, the width has to be 60, because we're finding out what are all the possible dimensions of a rectangle with the area of 60 centimeters squared. So let's just fill in this table and see how many different ones you can come up with. The second two columns right here go with B. And this is which of these possible rectangles, if its length is decreased by 4 centimeters and its width is increased by 1 centimeter, would result in a rectangle that's 4 times as long as it is wide. So use the table to help you figure the answer to that question and just highlight which one that would be. Question 3 says, look at the question on the side. The area of one face of a cube is 4 centimeters squared. What is the surface area of the cube? Is it A, is it 10, 12, 20, or 24 centimeters squared? Which is the correct answer? Write it down. That's not the important part. The important part for me is, why do you think the people at EQAO would pick the other options? Describe why they might pick this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, to help you out, I'm going to say, well, why would they pick 10 centimeters squared? Who would this trick? Why is this a good trick? Why would they pick 12 centimeters squared? Why is that a good trick? Because remember, they're kind of, when we do multiple choice, they're trying to trick you. They're trying to make you think that those are the answers you should be using. Why might they pick 20 centimeters squared? And why might they pick 24 centimeters squared? You'll notice I did one for each of these, and one of them you do not have to explain because one of them is the correct answer. Your last task is play Prodigy for at least 3 times for at least 20 minutes, and post something nice about someone else on Google Classroom. 'Tis the season for kindness. Alright, I'll see you guys all later.